Right guys, Gaft is back with the build tutorial on how to build the forcing gimmick I've called Gravity, because this is the invisible force. You're going to need 3 cards. One card you're going to force, so this is going to get cut up. A backing card, so I use the ace of diamonds because this paper of the king's going to cover this ace and the red of the ace will not show through. And whatever the face of your gimmick is going to be, mine is going to be on a joker. You're going to need a sharp knife, a ruler, some tape and a glue stick and a chopping block. Right, just to make things a little bit simpler, I have already stripped the paper off the king of the one corner because I'm not going to show you how to strip a card now. There are many tutorials on how to strip cards. But what you're going to do is you're going to start to strip the corner of the king, get it started, and then you're going to cut out the shape. This is the shape of the king. So you're going to cut the king roughly, just so you can see some of the pip, maybe, I don't know, 15 mil off this end. So you're going to cut this on an angle like this, and then you're going to cut about, I don't know, what's that, 2 inches down, something like that. It doesn't have to be exact. Oh. And you will end up with a piece like this, because at some point this piece is going to be this piece, so about this big. So we'll discard that for now. So you're going to be left with a piece which looks like this, and you're going to strip the paper off it. So you've got the paper off. You're then going to get your card, which is the, do I need, yeah, the ace of diamonds. Or does it go on that card? No, it goes on the ace. So you're going to take the ace, you're going to turn it over this way, and you're going to stick this piece about where it needs to be a force, which is roughly about there. So you'll get a bit of sticky tape, and you're going to place it about here, and you're going to stick it down there to make sure it doesn't move. You're going to then get another piece of tape. You're going to fold this over, and you're going to stick that down just there. This just to hold this template in place, because now you're going to cut around this template with your sharp knife. So use it as a template, and you're going to cut through it. We'll worry about the curve in a minute. We'll now do this straight edge, making sure not to actually cut the gimmick itself. That should be it. And then you'll cut this edge here. Just cut these 3 edges for now. And now we go back to the corner and we just round that off. Now hopefully that should be free. As long as it's free like that, which it is, we can now pull off the tape. Nice and gently. Fold this over and then gently pull off this piece. You can discard this piece now, we don't need it. I get a bit of a ruler and I just fold the burrs down, because there will be a bit of a burr on there from the knife. Now we're going to turn it over. You're going to line up the 2 marks, 2 ends, and you're just going to gently score through the first layer of paper and cardboard. So you might have to do a few attempts at this. You don't want to go all the way through, but it wants to be nice and loose. So you'll cut through the first layer of paper and the cardboard layer, but do not disturb the paper layer on the back, because you need that to hold the gimmick. Once again, I'm going to just get my ruler over the ends, because there will be some rough edges, burrs on it. So you're left with this. Now this piece, because you used this as a template, this piece, the face of the king, should fit in there perfectly. So what you're going to do, you're going to stick that in there, then you're going to fold that over and stick it down. So you're going to glue stick this piece here. It's always advisable to put something under it, just so that you don't get glue on any of the rest of the card. So I'm just going to square this off, just so I can put that under there, look, so you don't get any glue on the card. Now I just use a trusty Pritt stick. It's just a glue stick, but it's a good brand and the glue works well. So you're going to cover this flap with glue, making sure you get it right on the edges, because you don't want your gimmick peeling off. When you've done that, make sure any excess glue you get off your fingers, and then you're going to take your little template and you're going to put it in here like so, and then you're going to just fold over the flap and push down. Now push down from this side as well, make sure you get any wrinkles out. I mean, it's not going to look perfect, but the time that the spectator sees this for, they are not going to notice anything. And you can't really see any of the ace showing through. So that is pretty much the gimmick done. You're then going to get your joker. Now I use the joker because you have a reason to take these out the deck, and then it doesn't disturb the rest of the cards. But this could be any card. It could be a picture card, a number card, and we're just going to stick that on there. So you're going to glue stick all of this. Hold the flap open when you glue stick so you don't get any glue on this bit of the king. And once again, just make sure you get it on the edges, because you don't want the card to peel apart and the spectators think, oh, there's two cards there. So just take special attention to the edges. When you've glue sticked all that, get the orientation of your joker right so you know which way around the gimmick is. Get these two cards nicely squared up. I'm just going to get any excess glue off my fingers and squeeze them together. Now I would put this in a book now. I'd put this in a book and I'd leave it overnight, just so that the glue sets well and it's nice and flat. When you've stuck this down, just make sure this gimmick opens and there's no glue residue, because you don't want that to stick tight, and then when you try to open this the next day it will not open. Now in the past I have made these with a little rubber balloon on this, so this is more like a spring-loaded flap. But that's it's all right if you've got the time to do it, but it's not really necessary. And that is the gimmick done. Let's get rid of this junk. So that is the gimmick. Now you know there's some cut marks here. In certain lights you can see it, but at a quick glance this is a joker, but you can force the king of clubs. Now I've got a very special upload coming tomorrow, so please watch tomorrow's video. There will be a chance of winning something, and this has turned out quite nice, this gimmick, so I'm going to throw this gimmick in with whatever you're going to win. So I want to say a special thank you to Andrew at Immortal Playing Cards. I'm not going to say any more, you can probably work it out. But if you'd like to win yourself a nice little Christmas gift and the gravity force gimmick made by me, make sure to watch tomorrow's video. So comment, subscribe, like guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.